fighting her with the door, like pulling on the door. Play with me like that. If y'all knew what y'all food came in, you wouldn't be doing all this hooting and hollering. I don't care. So, anyway, as you can tell, I look mad tired. I went to sleep real early last night. I think I went to sleep at like 10. It's 7:54. Welcome in, y'all. It's Tate. How y'all doing? We're gonna be doing our makeup today, and I seem like I forgot her name, but I know it's Esther. You know, with the like heavy blush right here. Gonna be crashing out, obviously. It's real early in the morning for this. Y'all go ahead and shop the brown. Okay, Ethereal Charm. So we're gonna go in with our moisturizer. But yeah, y'all, working in food is not for the weak. Y'all already know that. If I sound like I'm talking mad quiet, it's because it's literally 7 in the morning, and you should not be hooting and hollering. It's gonna be a pretty calm crash out today, I fear. And I know those two words don't really go together, but we go progressively get a little louder. Work be so ghetto. And it's definitely not good because I'm quote unquote beefing with my coworker right now. Y'all gonna get that story time later. I don't know. It's a rule. So the lady, right? It was a lady. She wanted her toast, and I call back the toast, but sometimes they don't hear us in the back, so we'll call it back, or sometimes they'll say heard, and then they'll forget about it because it's the toast. Now it's coming up. So she said something slick under her breath. I don't know what she said, but I ain't like that because it was like, girl, you could just say it to my face, and then her daughter's looking at her like, Mom, like, why would you say that? But look, if y'all know one thing, I don't argue with old people, but I will. Especially my thing with old people is like, I get it, being old is a blessing, but sometimes I feel like when you know that you up there in age and you can die at any given moment, you better shut that up. That's just me. I feel like you should be grateful for life. And I feel like a lot of people feel like because they're old and they feel like, oh, well, you know, I've already lived my life and da-da-da. But what the f*** you taking that shit out on me for? I'm not the cook. And I be having to tell people, I just work here. I don't worry about the bag because that ain't got to do with me. I'm not the cook. I didn't make your food. I'm not the reason your food is running late. Bitch, I called it back. You see me call it back. You see me put it in the bag. Y'all be losing y'all.
Few moments later.
And it was this one dude. I gave him a pretty good customer service. And, you know, he was trying to give me a tip or whatever. So, like, my manager wouldn't see because he didn't know if we could, like, get, like, actual tips like that in our hand instead of the tip jar. So he, like, threw it at me. And I was like, I like, caught it with my hand. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be like that. And, you know, he kept apologizing. I kept telling him it's okay because I knew he wasn't trying to just, like, throw the tip at me like I was a stripper. I don't know what be going on with people at my job, but they be coming up in there with some attitudes. Like, them old people, it's always the old people. Let's start there, actually. Because they come up in there hooting and hollering. You feel like we ain't moving fast enough. That's not going to make us move fast enough. And the only person who cares is the manager. So if you come up into this establishment hooting and hollering, we got to take our time, baby. I don't give a damn. So I know the kitchen don't give a damn. And my thing is the only reason y'all talk to us reckless as hell is because y'all can see y'all food. I promise y'all if y'all knew what y'all food came in, girl, you wouldn't be doing all this hooting and hollering. You would actually go eat somewhere else. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even really want to do my makeup. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Sounds kind of crazy. Going with this white woman concealer, you already know how we get down. You come at me crazy, I'm making a story time about you, so you already know you gonna get that story time. Why is you over here playing in my face as if I don't know that she already asked you that? And they be like, oh, well, she didn't add it on down there. Because why would she add it on down there if you didn't tell her? You literally told me. Like, what's stupid that? Like, don't piss me off. I don't like when people try to play stupid with me. And then they be catching an attitude over nothing. Like, this one lady, right, she got mad at me because her food was taking long. It was not taking long. That was just impatient. So it was her and two other people. She gonna come in there and she ordered a whole catfish because it took longer. So she ordered whole catfish, right? Whole catfish takes about 15 minutes, probably at max, right? So I always tell them 15 to 20 because I don't want you to come back in 15 minutes and it's not done and now you chewing me out. She said, okay, cool. She come back 3 minutes later because everybody else got their food because they didn't order fish. She came back, excuse me, you know when my fish is going to be ready? I look at the timer. I'm like, yes, ma'am. It'll be ready in about like 10 minutes, right? Hasn't been waiting that long. So she come up again 3 minutes later. Like, I'm waiting on my fish And I was like, yes, ma'am, it's going to come up in a couple minutes for you. We'll call you as soon as it's ready. Still trying to become, still trying to be professional because, girl, like, stop doing like that. Because I already know it's going to be a problem with this lady. Then she going to go up to one of my managers and ask her. And she literally laughed in her face. That's why I love her. She laughed in her face and was like, yes, ma'am, it's going to be ready in a couple minutes. Because she asked her because she had something for free for waiting. You have not been waiting long. Because she knew she couldn't get none with me, so she tried her, and that didn't work either. Baby, we know how to do our job. You're not getting shit. Thank you. She ain't like that very much. So then, another person's plate comes out. It's not her plate. It comes up to me. I'm not. She come up to me. This is what she do. She's like, I look at the customers like they're crazy. She did all that. I looked at her like, I don't care what my facial expressions look like. So I'm like, and I look at my manager. I'm like, my manager looking at me trying not to laugh. And as soon as she did all that, she's like, I've been waiting for my food. I've been waiting so long. What's that? Yeah, so long with the food. She started kind of going on this little baby rampage, but she not too loud. And I'm just like, girl, shut the fuck up. And her food come out. I'm like, I'm so glad her food came out. And I was like, I'm not serving her. Somebody else. So my manager made her plate because she could tell I was pissed off and I was going to say some stupid foundation. Hello. Another old lady. So if you don't ask for the senior discount, we're not supposed to give it to you. That's what my general manager said. I think he just penny pinching. I don't know why, because it's not coming out of his check. Maybe the company complained to him or something that we give out too many discounts or something. So if they don't ask for it, we don't give it, right? And she got mad at me and she tried to make it this big old deal. She was like, you didn't give me the discount. I don't care if the company said not to do that because you got this old yelling at me over some shit that you implemented. I don't know why y'all not giving me the discount. I'm clearly a senior. Why didn't you give me the discount? Are you deaf? We not on the same page. Like, what's going on? I know I'm speaking English. I don't think I'm speaking Spanish. That they just implemented, because it was fairly new. So I can understand being a little irritated. Well, can you give me a free something because you didn't give me the discount, and I would have had $2 off on my discount. Keep in mind it's 10%. But depending on how much you spend is going to determine how much like your discount's gonna be. She only spent like $10, so she got mad talking about, oh, it would be $2 off. It would have been $2 off, but you also have to include tax. So that means it would have only took off like 80 cents, and then tax would have ate that up. So it was literally pointless of putting it on there. I need a free something. I need free something because you messed up my order. I need my discount. So what are you gonna give me? And I got tired of her hooting and hollering at me, and I wasn't finna go get a manager because the manager is just gonna give her whatever the fuck they want. So I just gave her a cup. Get on my butt about going to go get a manager when in reality I just did the exact same thing that you were gonna go do anyway. What are you talking about? You were still going to pay it anyway. It was coming out of the tax. Like, please let them stop coming inside my establishment. Come on, we're about to close. Ladies walk in. We literally close in like 10 minutes. So we can't give them anything but what's on the line. We can't cook anything. Because usually when you go to a restaurant, what do they tell you before they're about to close? If the kitchen's about to close, they always say, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I'm not. They always say, excuse me, you have so and so many minutes. The kitchen is about to close, so if you want to order now. It closed in about 10 minutes. The kitchen's already closed. I didn't think we needed to implement that. But black people love trying to get over on other black people for some reason. I don't know. Because y'all don't go into the white establishments doing that. And if you do, they still don't allow it. So it's like, stop trying to get over on us. They come up in there, and the lady, she's the sweet old lady, but she's trying to figure out what to get. It's the double delicious meal where you can get it for, $23. But only one of it comes in a meal, and the other one just comes as like an added on meat. The girl notices that. But the mom didn't know that yet. So they're standing in line trying to figure out what they want. And I hate latecomers because y'all never know what y'all want. That y'all take forever. Y'all order the entire menu. Y'all get mad when we don't have stuff. Still knew you had 10 minutes and you still didn't know what you wanted. And that's what irks because you could have went anywhere. We have so many restaurants in that area. You could have went to Applebee's, Olive Garden, Longhorn. You literally any other place but here. Restaurant, but it's not a restaurant where a server comes up to you and everything. And you know that we close at a certain time. So that didn't even make no sense. And they always try to lie and be like, oh, I thought you were closing at 10 or 11 tonight when you know we closed at 9. If we're about to close, the steam table already been shut down so we can get ready for closing. But there's only so much we can do. OMG. But basically they start getting into it because the daughter understands what, the meal is. Because she's like, it's only one meal, Mom. And my mom was like, no, I'm going to get it. And the daughter's making me so like upset because she's so sweet, but she's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, please don't put that on there." And she's like, "No, I'm gonna." She's like, "Mom, that's not what you think it is. Is this?" Mom is like, "No." She's like, "Put it, sweetie, put it on there." And they're kind of arguing like, "Don't put it on there. Put it on there. Put it on there." Y'all, please, I'm just trying to get the hell out of here. Like, please, I just want to go home. Just paid my rent. I just want to go home. My phone bill coming up, rent coming up, my dental purchases and stuff. Please. Dude come up in there just to find out that he was literally fighting over the door with one of my coworkers. Like, she tried to close the door because we're closed and we don't want no other customers coming in because they gonna think if they in here they can come in. No, we're closed. And she still didn't lock the door. I don't know why, but she didn't. Or she can even come up and lock the door. She comes up to the door. He's fighting her with the door, like pulling on the door. And she's like, "Sir, we're closed. We literally can't serve you anything." "You're fighting me. Why are you fighting me over the door? Why are you trying to get into a closed establishment? Are you crazy?" So it just keeps going. I didn't even know any of this was happening. She just came up to me and she was like, "Oh, he came in here after we were closed and he offered to pay for the other two ladies that were taking forever because he wanted a little gateway to get in. And so long as they were taking forever, I just took his order too because you already been in here. I'm just trying to get you out of my face." When she got to the register, like what the daughter was trying to tell her, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Keep in mind, it's not like I wasn't trying to help her understand. But since they were arguing about it, I didn't even know what they wanted anymore at this point because they kept trying to change up their mind. I'm not going to keep telling you things as far as like what I think you should get or giving you like suggestions and stuff, and you're not taking them. It's pissing me off because they're still in the store. You know, it's like, why are you still in here? Like, please get out. It's okay. Like, we're not gonna walk out the house looking like this, so nobody be scared. It's okay. Like, can you give me toast? We don't have a toaster on the grill, or you would, yeah, you have to put it on the grill to make it fine, but it wouldn't cook as fast. I look like one of those eat girls. I need to go to the beauty supply store, but I don't like going to the beauty supply store to go get my powders. I like getting them off of like Amazon and stuff because they be way cheaper. Love banana. I don't use anything else. It's separating. Don't we love that, guys? And that's why you're supposed to use cream products instead of powder. But guess who decided they didn't want to look for the cream products? Me, 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 me. It's always this one lady. She comes up in there and she gets mad at our serving. Keep in there. She comes in there all the time. She knows our serving size. She knows it's not a huge amount, and she's a more heftier lady. One thing my coworkers don't do is play about the portion control sizes. Like, they just do their job. That's all they're doing is their job. You feel it's a what is right, like what's the actual thing that we're supposed to be doing. So a lot of people will try to get over on us all the time. Get the hell out the way. No. So thick, I can't just use one claw clip. So I have to use two. But you see it's out of my face, right? Shift, they be giving them whatever they ask for because they don't like to argue. They don't like to be argumentative. You're not doing your job right. You're giving away stuff, and you know that we're not supposed to do it that way. But you know people are still trying to take advantage of you, and you still let them do it anyway. It makes it harder on the night shift because if morning is giving them whatever they want, they think they can do it at night. And they think, oh, well, the girl earlier gave it to me. That one lady that screamed at me about that rib tip bowl, girl, every time she come up in there, she come in there nice because she came in there acting a plain fool, and then she realized that our location didn't do what she wanted. Let's all calm down. Makeup looks terrible. Okay, irritating because it's like you come in here all the time. You literally drive a luxury car. Why are you trying to penny pinch right now? He be bullshitting. Then he tried to get me to get him a cake. When he was by the desserts checking out. It's like, can you give me a cake, please? I really want a cake. And I was like, yeah, I'll add it on for you. He was like, no, don't add it on. I just want the cake. Like he was basically trying to give me $5 for the cake. And I'm like, even if I was going to do that, you think I'm going to do that in front of my manager? Like, I'm not going to do it, but like, that was stupid. So he asked another dude over there, could he get it? And then my manager came up to me when he was leaving. He was like, did you give him that cake? I was like, no. And he went up to the other dude, not trying to make it a scene. He was like, did you give him the cake? He was like, yeah. He said he paid for it. He was like, no, don't do that. He didn't pay for that cake. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Okay, I came back because I realized that I'm not done crashing out, apparently. I feel like we really just got some shit coworkers. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we have coworkers that will sit there and see somebody else doing it, so they feel like they don't have to help, or they will try it. So they try to, like, get off the line real quick because they see me on there. And then once I'm done ringing up my customer, I get off the line and I'll leave them for about a couple minutes because you're not going to play with me like that. Hey, you're not done. Like, your time is not up yet. Why you keep calling me? So I come over there real quick to come help out the customer. But she was in front of the customer doing the sides, acting like she couldn't help the customer. And I'm like, are you a stupid? That's what you is. So this is the finished product. I just put on a little bit of lashes. And that's the end of the look. And thank you guys so much for watching another crash out video. Love y'all down, and I'm gonna see y'all later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all cutie patooties later, okay? Bye.